You're thinking, uh,
What up?
I missed your face, Katie.
I know. Stupid real job.
I was thinking about it today, and I'm like, there was no power hour today. At least I didn't see it post. Oh, Katie's busy.
I'm
Sorry.
over it. And I have 24 more of those events. And I'm just like, I'm already overworking 20 hours a day. Like, I'm over it. So
Oh my goodness.
then I have to be even more super diligent about my 4:15 mornings.
Oh yeah.
It'll happen. It will happen.
You're 1 or 2 hours ahead of me?
I think just one. I'm in Central.
Anna, what are you?
Arizona. So
Yeah, but
we
you're a
have to-
weird state because
I know.
if it's daylight savings time,
Yeah, you guys don't have daylight. Well, I'm pointing at Jenna. I don't know.
y'all don't
No.
have it all the
Jenna, you're here.
I'm in the middle here. Yeah, our time doesn't change. It's going on 8 o'clock right now here.
Okay,
They're
so
supposed to get rid of daylight savings time here in Oregon.
Hopefully.
See. There she is.
Hey, girl.
Here I am. I had to get my. Can't do Monday night call without a kombucha.
Oh.
Oh wait, Katie, so you were saying you're 1 hour, right?
Because it's 9 right now. Yeah, 1 hour.
I need to start getting up at 5 and doing my accountability. So if I push, you push. That way we can get back. But I don't know if you need a break from your travels and stuff like that.
No. Nope. There's no break. No, there's no break. You roll.
Okay, tomorrow morning. Tomorrow I'll message you and we'll get on it.
I'm up. 3:55 is my first alarm. I'm ready to go.
Okay. Do it tomorrow. Check in.
Because if I take a break, then that turns into like a week. I know myself. So you just gotta keep going.
Yeah, I know. This morning I slept until 6 and I'm like, I don't like the way that felt. That just felt so wrong. Just awful.
Yippers.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, we'll wait like 1 more minute. People
I just text Melissa.
fashionably late. Oh yeah, everyone text your buddy.
Yep, text your buddy.
Where are you,
Text your
buddy?
accountability buddy.
Where you at, buddy?
I have recover all over my boobs.
I got
A bit of a mishap.
the Energize today that you sent.
Today,
Yeah.
fuckers.
I don't know. I mean, it might have been there Saturday. I don't think we checked the mail, but I checked the day. and
Oh,
It was in there.
yeah. As long as you got it.
I got it.
Oh, yeah, because it wouldn't have been there until tomorrow.
Yeah, because there's no mail today.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I had to have gone over the weekend at some point.
Okay, guys, let's do this. I have a lot of information. People jump on, they jump on. I'm recording this. I know people said they couldn't be here, so we will have the recording in the team page. If you're just jumping on, text your accountability buddy. If they're not on the screen, and say, where you at, accountability buddy? Get your booty on this call, okay? So tonight we're gonna talk about crushing our goals in 2020. It is frickin' January 20th, 2020. Which is amazing. Happy Martin Luther King Jr. Day. And we're almost at the end of the first month of 2020, which is wild to me. Time is not slowing down. So every time someone tells you they're waiting for a time in their life to be less busy, just remind them that since you graduated high school, time has only sped up. And if you have kids, it is probably even more sped up since then, right? So time is never going to slow down. You just need to figure it out like you've done everything else in your life, right? Like you've survived everything else thus far in life. You can figure out how to fit this business into your schedule and make it work for you. Okay, so I did a little presentation. I'm going to be going over a lot of information. Have your pens and papers ready for the stuff that you feel is on your radar for what you want to accomplish in 2020. And the first thing I'm going to say is right now, today, take ownership for your business. Okay, so it is not anybody else's responsibility to build this business for you. So if you're sitting out there thinking, well, I'm not hitting Success Club because other people don't want to commit, or I'm not hitting Diamond because people don't want to work the business, you're just telling yourself lies, okay? So there are people who want to work the business. You're looking at 14 people right here who want to work the business, and there's calls happening all over the country at this very moment of people who want to work this business. So if you haven't found people who are willing to commit, then you're not talking to enough people. If you haven't found people who want to work the business, you're not talking to enough people, or you're not talking about the business enough on your social media platforms, which, by the way, is free, okay? Free 99 for you to build $1 million plus business. Like, that is incredible. I would love for you to go out into your community and go talk to some CEOs and ask them how much it costs them to build their business. And they won't say, I built it for free on social media. Now, obviously, we pay our $15.95 fee, but outside of that, right, there's no CEO who's making $1 million plus a year that said it only costs him $15.95 to build his business, right? Okay. So let me get my little presentation. It's gonna be good, y'all. It's gonna be good. God dang. Jeez. Okay. Here we go. And presentation. You guys disappear when I do this, but there we go. All right, can you see that? There's some lemons, that's crushing your goals. Everyone's good? Okay. All right, crushing our goals in 2020. So now that we're taking ownership of our business and we know that everything is figure outable, we know that if we have a question about how does somebody switch to me as their coach, or is BOD worth Success Club points? It's not. But the amount of people who fucking ask me that question, it's unbelievable. Okay. So everything is figure outable. Your best friend is Google. Rachel freaking Hollis built an 8-figure, if you know what that means, 8-figure business off of free information she found on Google. So Google will be your best friend if something is confusing to you, right? Check Google, check your back office. If you're not checking your back office every single day, you're not taking ownership for your business, okay? If someone's returning something and you don't know why you have negative volume, you are not taking ownership for your business. If people are saying they're signed up with you, but they're not in your back office and you don't know that, you're not taking ownership for your business, okay? So take ownership of your business. Okay, so tonight we're going to talk about a few things. We're going to talk about Team Cup, which is one of my favorite things that Beachbody does. They used to do it twice a year. Now they only do it in February, but it's really fun. I am competitive AF. Like, if you play a board game with me, I will likely do anything to beat you, right? And I feel like I attract a lot of competitive AF people onto the team. So this is the perfect thing for you because it is a competition among coaches and we get to team up and see how well we can do against other coaches in the company. And it's really fun and you win some really cool prizes. And it is a great way to jumpstart your business, okay? We're also gonna talk about the Love Yourself Bootcamp. We're gonna talk about the Emerald Retreat, Diamond Retreat, and how to hit Premier and Elite, okay? But first up, we'll talk about Team Cup. So what is Team Cup? Team Cup is a month-long business building promotion where coaches get to work together to make sure that February is their best month yet. Coaches will form teams, set goals, and hold each other accountable to earn Success Club and Team Beachbody Cup points throughout the month of February. Eligible coaches have the opportunity to earn exciting rewards, including the 2 top teams get flown to Beachbody headquarters, get to see everything, get their name engraved on this giant cup. You get summit recognition. You get to walk out on stage. You get a private workout with a super trainer. It's a big deal, okay? So I want to give you some facts on why you want to participate in Team Cup. So people who participate in Team Cup earn on average $500 in the month that they do Team Cup, okay? So some of you are like, big deal. Most of you are probably like, shit, I've never earned $500 in 1 month with Beachbody. I would like to do that, okay? So it says active coaches who participate in Team Cup earned 2.9 times more than coaches who didn't in that year. And basically, Team Cup is that push that you need to really get your business going or to propel your business to the level that you want to get it to, okay? So how it works is we're going to form teams of 5. Limit 2 lifetime diamonds. So we have several lifetime diamonds on the team. So what I'm basically going to do is I'm going to put a post in the team page and say, who wants to be on a Team Cup team? Do not say you want to be on a team if you have no intention of working your business in February. So if you don't have any intentions of inviting people to join you every single day in the month of February, don't join a team. Because as you know, being part of a team means you're willing to do your part. So if all your teammates hit Success Club and then you don't invite anybody and you don't hit Success Club, they can't earn the prize. And that is not being a team player. So if you have intentions of working your business in February, which I hope everybody does, then you should be on a Team Cup team. Whether you're nervous, whether you don't know what to say, that's what the team is here for. We're going to help you, and I'll be posting the leaderboards and everything. But it is a great way to get your business going. So for every Success Club point that you earn, your team gets 1 point, okay? For every new rank advancement, so let's say you're not an Emerald coach. If you advance to Emerald, you get 3 points for your team. Your coach also gets 3 points for their team. So if you're on the same team, that's great. If you're not, then you both just did great, right? But here's an incentive. So if you're like, well, I'm already Emerald, okay, so get to Ruby or get to Diamond or help your coaches go Emerald, right? That all those different ways to rank advance, as long as it's the first time that you've done that. So if you were Emerald and you dropped, or you were Ruby and you dropped, or you were Diamond and you dropped, and you go back, you don't get points for that. But still, that's a great thing, right? Rank advancing. And then you get 2 points if you register for Summit. So if you're not registered for Summit, there is a special ticket price. Right now, $165. I would highly encourage every single person to go to Summit. It is a game changer. If you need some belief poured into you, you need to come to Summit and be in a stadium with 30,000 Beachbody coaches just freaking living their best life, positivity everywhere. It is absolutely amazing. There's no substitute for a live event. And this is the event of all events, and you need to be there, and it is amazing, okay? So lots of ways to earn points, and you get up to 40 points per coach, right? And then team with the most points gets to fly to Santa Monica. All right, so that is Team Cup. Here are the prizes. So if you yourself hit Success Club, you get this 10-round shirt or tank top. If the whole team, all 5 members hit Success Club, you guys get this cool duffel bag. The top 2 teams get this bar. I really want this bar. I don't have room for it, but I want it because I just want to win the prize, right? And it's Bob, okay? So who doesn't want a freaking rose gold bar? I do, right? So anything is possible. For many years, it was always the Canadian coaches that won, but then last year, Ashley Molsted's team won, brought it home for America. There's no reason why a team from our team couldn't win this, right? The sky's the freaking limit, okay? Especially with how many people are pushing to Diamond. that might just be what pushes that team over the edge. Okay. So it's really fun. It's fun to compete. It's fun to win prizes. It's fun to have 5 girls that you're pushing together and stay accountable. I know everyone's having so much fun with their buddies already. This is just going to take that to the next level, right? And then sometimes it forces you to get off your ass and get something done because other people are counting on you. It's not just you that you're going to disappoint, right? It's your team is counting on you. And I've seen people who have never hit Success Club join a Team Cup team and hit Success Club for the first time or go Emerald because they knew the team was counting on them, and it was that push that they needed. So I highly encourage everybody to sign up for a Team Cup team. Again, I'll take down the names and I'll just start forming teams, or if you have someone specific, if you want to be on your buddy's team, we can do that. But lots of reasons to join a Team Cup team, right? And again, if you're pushing hard, something is going to happen in your business. And that's what you want. You want things to happen in your business. Okay, any questions on Team Cup? I want to look at the chat really quick. Summit tickets. Yeah, you know, I looked, I was looking at the FAQ on the Team Cup, and it said, all it said under the Summit ticket was must purchase by February 29th, but it did not say specifically. So I don't know if we automatically get 2 points if we're already registered for Summit. I feel like that might be. So as long as you have a ticket or you buy before February 29th, you'll get 2 points for your Summit ticket. Also, if you're buying a ticket this month at the $165 price, make sure you put your coach's name in as who recommended you, because then you guys earn a special workout at Summit, which is cool. Okay, so make sure you do that. Okay, February 10th is going to be our next boot camp. Our bar boot camp round 2 started today. Next one is going to be the Love Yourself boot camp, right? So it's February, it's the month of love, whatever, right? But what's most important for us to be spreading message to women is to fall in love with themselves, to not worry about the scale, to not worry about whether they have a boyfriend or they're single. That doesn't matter, because no one's going to love you until you love yourself, right? So that's the most important thing. And then once you are fulfilled with loving yourself, you can go out and give love to others. So of course, we're going to have that fitness and nutrition part of it. You know, they can choose whatever program they want. I'll be posting tips and, you know, self-care things that they can do, meditation, all kinds of fun stuff throughout the whole month, right? You know, some will be very self-care, like take a bubble bath, right? Others will be like, this is a great book on whatever, just like fun little tips each day for them. Of course, there's that daily check-in. This will be going on in the Lemon Loft. So that's where you'll be adding all your people, but you can choose to, you know, maybe you want to give away a $5 gift card to each person who signs up or whatever, something to get them going. Or maybe you want to, you know, you and your customers all read the same, you know, empowering book, whatever it is, right? I was thinking maybe a book would be fun, but it's hard to find a book that everyone likes, right? But if you know of one and you're like, yeah, everyone, we should all read this book together, that's a great thing to do. You know, it doesn't have to be necessarily everybody's doing that, but think of some way to make this group sound really empowering and really awesome so that people want to join it, right? So the group is starting February 10th. So I would say start advertising next week at the very latest. Right? I always like to give a 2-week window to advertise every single day to get people in and so people can get their stuff. Obviously with the Beachbody On Demand, they can get their workouts that day, but you know, it's nice to have all of their materials before they start, but it doesn't always happen because sometimes shipping can be really slow, but that's pretty much it. So our bar boot camp kicked off today. So obviously I don't know what the sale is going to be next month. It's Team Cup, so something will be on sale. Not sure what it is or what the promotion will be, but for right now, I'm still just pushing bar because it is only 5 days a week and it's only 30 minutes a day. And obviously it's the hot program, and that's the program that the majority of us are doing. So bar is mainly what I'm getting people signed up with, unless they tell me they want to do Morning Meltdown or they want to do 80 Day Obsession or, you know, they want to do the work, whatever. but I always like to sign people up with the latest challenge pack so they get all of the programs. Because the worst thing would be you sign them up with just a regular annual bod, and then they're like, hey, I want to do this bar program. And you're like, well, shit, right? So I always try to do that. Unless they specifically say like, yeah, I want to do 80-day obsession. Obviously they would want that package so they get the loops and sliders at a discounted price. But that's where asking questions comes in to play with your people, right? So don't just assume that they want to do bar, but, you know, ask a few questions. What are their goals? What do they mainly want to do, right? Obviously bar is, you know, is low impact, but it's high intensity. So it just kind of depends on what they're looking for. But if someone's like really into weightlifting, this probably wouldn't be what they would want, right? They might want something like the work or 80-day obsession. Okay, so just ask questions. Okay, any questions on that? Okay, I feel like I'm talking like 300 miles a minute. Okay, Emerald Retreat. I'm really, really, really excited about this. So 2 years ago, I had an Emerald Retreat at my house. It was super fun. There was like 6 of us here. Trina zoomed in and, you know, I thought she was going to talk for 15 minutes. She ended up talking for an hour and a half. It was absolutely incredible. We did vision boards. We had a taco lunch. It was super, super fun, right? My intent with that was to then do a Ruby retreat and then do a Diamond retreat. Unfortunately, those didn't happen because the ranks didn't happen, okay? But 2020 is a new year. I feel the fire of the team. I feel the energy of the team is just different now. And so I want to do an Emerald Retreat because we have Super Saturday, and I feel like tying those two things in together. Plus, Miss Kayla is flying in from Colorado, so got to put on the glitz and glamour for her, right? So she decided to invest in her business, and she is going to fly into Portland and stay with me for Super Saturday weekend, right? That is freaking dedication. That is somebody that is serious about their business, right? It was not even a second thought. Literally, I said, you can stay with me. And then 2 seconds later, she sent me a screenshot of airplane tickets, okay? So I'm like, well, shit, like, why don't we make a whole thing of this, right? So Emerald Retreat will be April 17th. We will stay at an Airbnb in Portland, okay? I found a couple that I really like, but I just need to know, like, concrete numbers because the price does change based on how many people, right? So I need concrete numbers. One way to ensure that you can stay with us is by having a Super Saturday ticket. So, and then the other would be being Emerald. Okay, so I kind of need to know how many people are legit willing and able to either get to Emerald or that can have that time to stay Friday night, right? So I figured we would get in there Friday afternoon. We would have dinner, we have drinks, play games, do all the fun things, right? And then the next morning, we'll all go to Super Saturday together. And then you guys are free to go. So we will split the cost. So obviously the more of us that are there, the less cost it'll be. But when I priced it out before, it was about $40 a person. So if that is a factor in you being able to come or not come, then you just need to let me know that, right? And again, I need to know numbers before I can actually book this thing. So if you're interested in doing the Emerald Retreat, you just need to let me know. Yeah. Of course. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I know. So Katie is in Texas and she's talking about coming out. And then Brittany said if she can find tickets under $500, she's going to come out. Like, y'all, like Boss Babes are going to be doing it up in freaking Portland. So everybody that can be here, try to be here. Obviously, I don't expect anyone from out of state to fly in. Kayla, where do you live? 3 hours away. Yeah. Alex and Kat have a show. Well, I don't know if they're going to the same show, but they each have tickets to something that night. But Alex said she could probably come late and hang. Oh, good. Look, like this is going to be so freaking fun, guys. I'm freaking pumped. I'm like going to get drinks. Like, I don't know what you guys like. I like Coors Light, but if you guys want White Claws or whatever the fuck you guys like, I'll get you whatever you want, right? It's going to be so fun. We're going to have a great time. Like, it's just going to be oh, wow, I didn't know that. Okay, so here's the thing. If you want to make yourself look more legitimate as a business owner, you need to earn and then attend things like this. Come to the Emerald Retreat, attend Super Saturdays, hit Success Club so you earn prizes, hit Success Club so you earn free trips, and then go on those free trips. Okay, so that's how you show your community that you're actually doing something with this business, because otherwise you just look like the girl who's really into working out. Okay, so if you want to show that you're a part of a team and that you're building an online business, this is the way to do that. Because if it's only ever you, nobody understands that you have a team that they can be a part of. So coming to live events and doing those things really shows people, one, like you're super serious about this. I had a great conversation with a coach earlier today, and she turned down a couple things so she can come to Super Saturday. And I'm like, that shows people that you're serious about your job. Because if your job had a weekend event that you had to attend, nobody would say boo hockey about you not being able to come to their kid's party because you have to work. Well, this is a work event. It's a lot more fun and we work out, okay? But it's the same thing. So if you treat it like a job, other people will treat you more serious about what you're doing. If you just make it seem like this willy-nilly, frou-frou, like, yeah, I just post my workouts and drink a shake and dance in the kitchen, they might not take you serious. You get to show them, like, this is how fun my job is, that I get to be silly and dance in the kitchen, but I still work hard and I still make money, and I'm building a team of women that I choose to work with, okay? Because we've all worked with someone that we're like, wish we could kill them, right? Like, you get to choose your coworkers in this business, and that's amazing. I've legit had people fill out my coach application, and then I go and look them up, and I'm like, no fucking way. And I don't reach out to them because I get to choose who I get to work with, right? And you get to make that same choice. You get to choose who you get to work with, right? So everybody should get a Super Saturday ticket, right? 2, get yourself to Emerald, because Emerald is a today decision. Do you want to be Emerald or not? It's 2 people, okay? If you're not an Emerald coach, it's 2 people. And if you already have one coach signed up because you have a spouse account, or you already just got a coach signed up, it's 1 person. Who can you find tonight to help make you go Emerald on Thursday, right? I could not sign my mama. I could not sign my husband up. My best friends just wanted to be customers. I signed a girl up I hadn't talked to in 10 years. 10 years. She was getting ready for her wedding. And I said, you know, if you make $100 a month, that's $800 towards your honeymoon, because you can just save this money for your honeymoon since it's extra money. Signed up. Okay? The other girl was the girl I cheered with, right? Anything is possible if you're willing to go get it, right? If you're willing to go get it. I was on a call the other day, and they were saying how their new coach went diamond in a week and a half. It's like every time you think you haven't been in the business long enough to do certain things, there's somebody who's newer than you who's done it faster than you. And that's not to discourage you, that's to show you what's possible, okay? It took me, God, when did I sign up? It took me 2 years to go 1 star. Okay, it took me 4 months to go diamond, 2 years to go 1 star. Then Bree joins the team, and she goes 1 star in 8 months. Okay, so you are preparing for your future coaches. So the better you can get, the better they will be. So you have to work hard, because you're preparing for that person who's going to come in and be like, yeah, let's do this. Let's run. Let's go. Right? So if you're telling yourself it's going to take me 3 years to be a diamond coach, how long is it going to take your coaches? Because your coaches will only do 25% of what you do. Okay? But even though it took me 4 months, now I know by doing it in my second business center and in my husband's business center twice, that it only takes 30 days to go diamond. I can tell that to new coaches and help push them. I can tell coaches you need to go Emerald in 24 hours because I know that it's just 2 people. Right? And that's what you can do for your coaches, but only if you lead first. Speed of the leader, speed of the pack. So you determine how fast you want to build this business. But the whole point is that you're getting better over time so you can help your coaches have success faster. So they don't make the same mistakes that you did because you learned from them, you improved, and now you can teach them to do better. And that's the whole point, right? We're just continually getting better and better. Okay. All right, next up, woo, what we're all here for, right? The freaking diamond retreat, which is like every day on my heart, in my mind, I'm just so freaking excited to take our team to Disneyland and say, like, we are here, like, we have arrived, we're doing this and we're doing it together. And the reason why we're here is because somebody noticed us. Somebody said, hey, I think you'll make a great coach, right? It wasn't because they were like, hey, you know what? I think you'd be really good at selling things on the internet. No, somebody noticed you, noticed your heart, noticed your passion, noticed your potential, and said, hey, I think you'll make a great coach. Okay? And that's why we'll be there. So May 15th through the 17th. Okay? So teamwork makes the dream work. We either all go or nobody goes, right? There's been diamonds on the team every year, but I don't need to have a retreat for me and one other person or me and 2 other people, right? Okay. I want to have a retreat for our team. And I think sometimes we forget because yes, this is an individual, we're all individual business owners, but the fun of it is the team. The team matters. The fun is the team because this is no fun if you do it alone. And I see people trying to do it alone and they're just drowning. But we all have each other, linked arms, like we're solid. We're not going, our head is not going below the water, right? So let's make this happen for each other. So all coaches who achieve diamond by March 26th, if you hit it before then, you still have to hold from March 26th until May 7th. Okay, so that's not to deter you from hitting it earlier. That's just to let you know you need to hold it, right? And obviously, I hope that you're trying to hold it for longer than 6 weeks. Anyway, Alex, what is left to pay for? What do you mean? Okay, so there are people who hit diamond, hold for 6 weeks, and then drop. There are people who hit diamond and then drop in a week. I've seen it happen a million times, right? Okay, so you want to build smart and you want to build deep, right? So yes, 4 and 4 with an emerald on each side, you're a diamond coach. But that is a very shaky house of cards that could collapse at any moment. One of these people say, oh, I have too much Shakeology, I'm gonna skip. Nope, you're not a diamond anymore, right? Someone under your emerald decides to cancel or to skip their Shakeology, they're not emerald, you're not diamond, okay? So if we focus on going emerald again and again and again, we'll always have those buffers, right? So I'm just saying, I don't know that I've ever seen a diamond that's 4 and 4 with 2 emeralds hold for that 6 weeks. There's always needs to be a buffer, you know, 5 or 6 on each side. And obviously you're not going to stop at diamond. You're getting there. We're going to celebrate. We're going to go on this freaking awesome retreat, but we're going to keep growing from there. And I'll tell you why at the end of the presentation. But the point of this is to grow your business. I guess food and fun collectibles. Do you mean for the diamond retreat? Okay, so I need vodka for Emily. Okay. I don't know what you're talking about, Alex. Okay, so yeah, diamond retreat. Well, obviously you need to pay for your food. I assume you're going to be eating and anything that you want to buy. You know, you need to pay for your bags. Obviously, we'll have to get transportation to and from the airports. So there's lots of stuff that you'll pay for, right? But anyways, okay, so you want to keep growing beyond diamond. The biggest mistake I made in my business was getting to diamond and then thinking I had to turn those 12 coaches into diamond coaches. And I wasted so much time and energy on people who didn't want to do anything but order Shakeology and drink it, right? Like, and it was exhausting and it was frustrating, and all of that energy should have been spent in bringing in new coaches who might have wanted to work the business, right? Like my first year as a coach, I think I recruited 32 coaches. And that next year that I spent trying to get all those coaches to be diamonds, I only brought in like 19 coaches, I think, right? So I wasted so much time on people who just ended up quitting or going inactive or not doing anything, right? They wouldn't even post on social media. So I'm telling you that you get to diamond, we celebrate, and then the next day you're right back in the trenches bringing in coaches to your team, because it's naive to think that those 12 people are going to be your 12 diamonds, right? Again, I've told this story 100 times. How many coaches that made me diamond are still on the team? One coach. Okay. So if I hadn't wisened up and decided to keep bringing in coaches, we wouldn't be having this conversation because none of you would be here. Okay. So you get to a rank, you celebrate, and then the next day you do the same thing that got you there. As Amy Silverman says, you're always in phase one. Always in phase one. Bringing on new coaches, helping them get results, helping them see success. Wash, rinse, repeat. Okay? And remember, not everyone is going to want to run with you. That's okay. Don't get frustrated on what people aren't doing. Focus on the people who are doing something and then continue to bring in new people, because you never know when those diamond in the rough are going to be ready to sign up. Or those coaches who have been around for a while are like, shit, I'm ready to do something. And you're like, great. Okay. So you meet people where they're at and you don't worry about who's not doing something. I could waste my entire day on people who are inactive, or people who have one coach and never get to Emerald, or people who are a coach away from Diamond and then just sit there for 5 years. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's so much things that I could waste energy on. And if that's where you're feeling, you need to read The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck, okay? That completely switched my mindset about where my energy is best used. And it's not on negative things, okay? It is best used on positive thinking, helping those who need it, and going and finding new people, okay? Because the new people are going to excite you. They're going to get your fire going, and it's going to feel fun and exciting, like how many of you are feeling right now with your buddies. You're like, oh, it feels good to have somebody to like run with and talk with and, you know, strategize, all that, right? Like that kind of excitement. That's how it feels when a new coach comes in and is like Emerald in a couple days, and then they hit Success Club in their first month, and you're like, it's just so exciting, right? Because it's fun to do this with others who want to do it. But you could spend a lot of energy focused on the people who aren't doing anything, and you're going to be really frustrated. Okay, so let's focus on who is doing something, and we'll just keep moving forward. Okay, so we're good on that. March 26th through May 27th. I just want to make that crystal clear. Has to be held those dates or it's a no-go. Okay, so this is where the teamwork is going to come in, because that 6-week qualification is the worst 6 weeks of your life. I'm just telling you, I've gone through it multiple times and it's literally hell. Okay, so like there's going to be people whose coaches are going to go inactive or quit, and we're going to have to push together to be like, okay, how can we get another coach under Jenna? Or how can we get a coach under Emily active, right? Like, we're going to have to stick together on this, and it's a team thing. So, I mean, and obviously you want to do it for yourself, but you want to do it for the team as well, okay? So we need all hands on deck. All right, so what is a diamond coach? I've got this question quite a few times. So if you don't know, in order to be an active coach, you need 50 PV, okay? In order to hit Success Club, you need 90 PV on Home Direct. That is all one thing, 90 PV on Home Direct. So I have had people hit Success Club, but they did not order 90 PV on Home Direct that month for whatever reason, and so they did not qualify. Okay, so that's a bummer, right? Or they were just active with 50 PV, so they didn't hit it, right? Okay, so you definitely don't want to do that. Obviously, I don't know why you wouldn't be on Shakeology or the Performance Stack as a coach every single month. I get sometimes product builds up, drink it, okay? So as a diamond, you need 100 PV, but the good thing is that your 90 PV Home Direct order will qualify, and the other 10 can come from customers. So as long as you're a diamond and you've helped at least one customer that month, you're good. Like, I've never had to order extra to be an active paid diamond and above coach, okay? So technically 50 comes from you, personal order. The rest can come from your customers. So I just want to put that out there, because there have been people who have not qualified as diamond because they don't have that 100 PV. So just make sure you're on 90 PV and you help at least one customer that month. So just want to put that out there. So if you become diamond and you don't help any customers, you're going to have to order something worth 10 PV. Just want to put that out there, okay? So the worst thing in the world is not hitting a rank because of your volume. Like, that would be the worst. And I have seen it happen. I'm in the, 2 to 4 star mastermind, and I've multiple coaches have not hit 5-star because of their husband didn't have enough volume or something. It's ridiculous. Okay. Yeah. I mean, or you can order something if you want, or you can just help someone, right? Diamond is 8 coaches, 4 on each side, needs to be even. So if you have 6 on one side and 2 on the other, are you a diamond coach? No, you're not. And I have seen that happen. They'll get to 8 coaches, and for some reason 6 are on one leg and 2 are on the other. And I'm like, you still need 2 on the other leg, okay? And then you need 2 emeralds, 1 on each side. So if both emeralds are on the same side, are you a diamond coach? No, the answer is no, you would not be, okay? So although you have the numbers, it has to be divvied right out, and there's sticklers that way, right? But it's not that hard. 4 on each side, 1 emerald on each side. It's the same for 5-star. You could have 5 diamonds on one leg, you would be a 1-star coach. Okay, so with certain ranks, there's certain ways that you have to build, right? So just be cognizant of that. If you need me to look at your back office and where your coaches are going and where they should be going and your volume, I'm more than happy to do that. You want to make sure that you're building smart, you're building for maximum income, and then you're building to make sure that you can rank advance so that you can maximize that compensation plan even more. Okay. All right. I want to go over the Elite and Premier program. We have now hit Premier 2 times back to back. I believe that we are not only an elite team, I believe that we're an elite team full of elite and premier coaches. So my goal, my vision on my vision board is that we have at least 5 coaches besides me hit premier or elite this year, okay? And for many of you, and that's why I asked in the team page what your end of year rank is, many of you said 2-star, okay? So Trina had a Zoom the very beginning of the year, and she said, even if you aren't shooting for the recognition of Premier or Elite, you should be building your team as if you are. And so I want to break down what that looks like. Whether or not you end up having the qualifications, 2-star should be your end of year goal, especially for those of you who want to match an income, replace an income, or come home from a full-time job. 2-star has to be your goal, okay? So for the Elite and Premier program, it's based off of a few things. Number one, your rank. You need to be a 5-star diamond to hit Elite, or you need to be a 2-star diamond to hit Premier. Now, again, there's certain qualifications and requirements that you have to have. So, you know, I am a lifetime 3-star diamond. I'm technically a 1-star diamond right now, but I'm a lifetime 3-star diamond, but that doesn't qualify me for Premier. I would have to get 2-star back, hold that for 6 weeks, and then hit these other requirements as well, okay? So you need to have, for Elite, 2 new diamonds this year in 2020. So if that person is a lifetime diamond, they don't count as a new diamond. Must be a first-time diamond achievement, right? And they have to hold that for 6 weeks or it doesn't count. Okay, so once you get into those star diamond ranks, it's always 6-week qualification. So if you had 10 diamonds pop on a Thursday and only 1 held for 6 weeks, you would not be 10-star at the end of the 6 weeks, right? Okay, so you have to hold for 6 weeks to advance your rank, okay? So for Premier, you need 1 new diamond, and that's how we were able to hit Premier again last year, is because Bree advanced to diamond in 2019. And then the last part of it is a point system. So for Elite, you need 105 points. For reference, our team had 398 Elite points, so we're pretty badass, okay? For Premier, you only need 75. So obviously for Premier, we blew it out of the fucking water. Okay, that's why I was so brokenhearted, because we were literally so close to Elite. It was unbelievable. But whatever, that was last year. Now we're moving on. Okay, so you don't start accumulating points until you become a diamond coach. Okay, so another reason to get yourself to diamond sooner, if this is on your vision board, so you can start accumulating those points. Okay, any questions on that? I can't see everyone. I can only see like 2 people, so. Everyone feel good? Okay, so I'm gonna break down how we earn points, because this always seems to confuse everybody. If you are hit diamond, but do you mean lifetime diamond, but you didn't hold for 6 weeks, can the coach count towards once you help? If you are a hit diamond. I don't know. Alex, what is hit diamond?
Sorry. So if you, let's say somebody hits diamond, but then they drop out of rank before the 6 weeks is over. The next year, let's say 2020, can that same coach go diamond again and count towards the points if they maintain the 6 weeks?
No, because technically, once you hit diamond, you are a lifetime diamond.
Okay.
But for star diamond, so like we went into 4-star qual and we held for 4 weeks. I'm only a lifetime 3-star diamond because we did not hit it. So diamond, you're diamond once you hit diamond, even if you hold for 24 hours. But that star diamond coach would not advance, right? So yeah, so technically once you hit diamond, that was your new diamond, right? Yeah, okay, good question. Okay, so there are 3 ways to earn points, and last year was the first year that they made it so that you had to have even points in each category. Before, you just had to have 105 points across the 3, but last year you had to have points in every single category in order for it to count for Elite. Oh gosh. Okay, so number 1 is your APV, which is acquisition of personal volume. So remember we talked about volume. So PV you get from your personal orders and your coach's orders, right? or sorry, your customers' orders. So in order for the APV points to accumulate, it has to come from brand new 2020 coaches and customers who are ordering for the first time with you in 2020. So let's say Sally Joe ordered in 2007 P90X, whatever. She's never ordered with me. She just ordered with somebody. As long as she's a first-time Beachbody customer for me in 2020, her volume goes towards our APV count, okay? And once you have 500 points of volume, you get 1 elite point, okay? So that can add up pretty quickly, right? That's essentially hitting Success Club, right? Elite is basically built off of Success Club, okay? So that's why we did so well last year, because we had at least 4 coaches plus hitting Success Club every single month, right? And then we had 4 success starters, which you get 25 points for them. And then Bree advanced to 1 star, so we got another 25 points for her. There's lots of extra ways to earn elite ranking points, but those points don't actually count towards elite. These 3 ways right here are the only ways to get elite points that count towards hitting elite or premier, okay? So for every 500 points of volume from 2020 coaches or 2020 customers, you'll get 1 elite point for a maximum of 50 points. Okay, second way is the PS +1, so personally sponsored +1, which basically is if your new coach hits Success Club 1 or 2 in their first 30 days, you will get 1 point, which is super important for having your new coaches sign up a controlled account right away. 1, for them to get halfway to Emerald. 2, so you can get that PS +1 point. And that category has a max of 25 points. So if you have 25 new coaches and you help every single one of them sign at least 1 customer or a coach in their first month, you'll max out that category. Okay, that is the only category we didn't max out. We had 22 out of 25 points, which is pretty freaking good, right? Okay, so you can't control what other people do. You can control how many coaches you're bringing on, okay? So you can't control whether somebody signs up their spouse or whether somebody helps a customer in their first month. But you can control how many coaches you're bringing on and up your odds of finding people who want to work the business, right? And I don't think you need to bring on a crazy amount of coaches. At least 2 every month if you're serious about building a business. And then if you're trying to hit Premier Elite, I'd say closer to 5 would be more legit to get you there. Okay, and then the final way to earn points is by 2019 and 2020 coaches hitting Success Club. Okay, so when a new coach comes on, depending on when they come on, they'll either count for 1 or 2 years of being able to help you earn elite points. So I love the Elite and Premier program because it requires you to keep building your business and to keep helping your coaches build theirs. So I have a lot of coaches who hit Success Club, but they might be from 2017 or 18. They no longer count for elite points, right? They will always count for rank and they can always count for new diamonds. But if I had stopped recruiting in 2018, no coaches would be able to help us hit elite or premier, right? So it is imperative that you are bringing on new coaches and helping them get started right. I think their first 30 days should be their best 30 days, right? Make sure they're committed to a program. Make sure they know to check into the boot camp and have them start posting and have them start helping people right away, right? Because when they first sign up, they're really excited. But the longer they go without seeing success, the harder it's going to feel for them. So getting coaches started right should be on your top priority list of when you're recruiting coaches, right? And you don't have to know everything. You just need to be excited and you want to help them. And if you feel like you are incapable of helping them, 1, take a deep breath. You need to believe in yourself. 2, I'm right here with you to help you, or your upline will help you as well. Okay, so those are the 3 ways that you earn points. Oh, and the Success Club is a max of 50 as well. We maxed out both APV and Success Club, like way over and above. Like we had almost 200 points just in the APV category alone, right? So our team is absolutely amazing. So that tells you that it's not just for one person on the team. It's for everybody on the team. This is a possibility if you're wanting to build to 2 or 5 star this year, which is possible for everyone. Okay? There's no shortage of people. There's no shortage of success. This business pays based off your effort. Not when you joined, not who your upline is, not how many followers you have on social media. It pays you based off your effort. Okay? I'm talking to a coach prospect right now, and I know she is a Disney lover, and I was telling her about the Disney retreat, and she's like, what's the fastest anyone on your team's ever got to Diamond? And I said 30 days. And she was like, wow, because I had already explained what Diamond is. And I said, there's been people who have done it in 4 days. She's like, what? And I'm like, it's amazing what you can do when you set your mind to something. Ashley Molstead went from 6-star diamond to 11-star diamond in 7 days. Emily Faber from diamond to 15-star diamond in 90 days. Why? Because she decided that's what she wanted, and she was willing to do the work to get there. Okay? So at any moment, you can decide, I want to be an Emerald coach. I want to be a Success Club All-Star. I want to be a diamond coach and earn this retreat. I want to be a star diamond coach. Whatever you decide, you have to decide and then go 2 feet. Cannot have 1 foot dangling over the fence just in case you change your mind. Decide and then go do it. Okay? Now, if you feel like you've decided and you're doing the work, then it might just be a small little tweak that you're missing, right? I had a conversation with a coach this morning, and she's like, sending 100 invites a week, and I feel like I'm struggling to hit Success Club, even though I'm hitting Success Club. That's about it. And I said, then you need to up it to 250 a week. I can't tell you where your dam is going to break, but I do know that it will. And it's not that you're doing anything wrong. You might just not be doing enough of the right things. So sometimes that's where it is, right? You're like, well, I'm adding, 10 people a week to my followers. Okay, can you do 10 a day? And I don't think you need to do anything crazy. And I don't think you need to hit Success Club 50 every single month. I do think you don't need to limit yourself on how many people you can help each month. But whatever you want in the business, it's yours for the taking as long as you don't give up. Okay? All right, so those are the point breakdown. So this is me walking across the stage at Summit. I had on my vision board for last year that it would be me and 5 of my coaches walking across the stage together. Now this is my dear friend Lauren, but she's not on our team. Okay? So we are an elite team of elite and premier coaches. We're all capable of this. Walking across the stage is literally one of the highlights of my life, in front of 30,000 people, being like, I freaking did this. When people made fun of it, said it was a pyramid scheme, told me you can't make money from that, you know what I mean? Like, told me it wasn't a real job, all those things. But this opportunity not only changed my life, it saved my life. And I want this for everybody on the team. And you don't have to want to walk across the stage. I know not everyone is as recognition driven as I am. Like, words of affirmation are my love language, so recognition means a lot to me. But you should want this kind of success for yourself, to prove to yourself that you did it, to leave a legacy for your family, to have less stress, less worry, to get out of debt. You don't have to want to walk across the stage. But would you like to pay off a bill? Would you like to pay off a car? Would you like to pay off a student loan? Would you like to have more money at the end of the month? You can do all that with coaching. Okay? So I want to share with you why diamond is just a stop on the journey. So many of us put it up here as if it's the pinnacle. And once you get there, it's just like bills raining from the sky. It's not. And that's what I thought. And that's why I got there so fast. And then I was like, I'm not making any more money. Okay. You will if you continue to build a team. This business is a slow compound effect, but you can make it faster if you build a team faster, right? And nobody told me that. They told me get to diamond. And then what did I do? For a year and a half, I tried to get all those people to be diamond instead of bringing in new people who might have actually wanted to work it. Okay. So why diamond is just to stop on the journey. So I'm going to share with you what the star diamond bonuses were that got paid out last week. Okay. These are available to you. So the 2-star bonus was $768. The 5-star bonus was $2,000. 10-star bonus was $9,800, and the superstar diamond bonus was $43,000. Okay? Beachbody pays out 50% of its earnings to coaches. That's pretty generous. Okay? So if you were a 2-star, you would have got $768. But if you were a 5-star, you would have got $2,000 plus $768. If you were a 10-star, you would have got $9,000 plus $2,000 plus $7. And if you were a superstar, you would have got all 4 for a total of $55,000. So raise your hand if you've ever got a paycheck for $55,000 in one day. I fucking haven't. I'd probably shit my pants if that happened, right? Trina gets this every quarter, all 4 of these. And that is nothing compared to her monthly income that she makes. Like the potential in this business is literally limitless. Limitless. There's no cap on how much money you can earn. And I've never had a job with that possibility. It was always you made it to the top, or you're not a supervisor, or you don't have that degree. You can't earn that, right? Or it was work for 20 years and hopefully you'll make that, right? You don't have to do that with Beachbody if you choose to work the business, right? It's unbelievable. So my hope is you learned something tonight. You started to dream a little bit bigger to see what's possible in this business. I know that my 5-year anniversary is the end of next month, and I had grand visions of where I would be at 5 years, but I know that I'm also just getting started. We're always a work in progress. We're always going to be learning and getting better. But what I do know is I've built something pretty extraordinary, and most people would have given up. And if you've ever seen that graphic of the guy and he's digging and he's digging and he's digging and he's digging, and it says, don't give up, because right before you do, the miracle is going to happen. And it shows him walking away, and he's this close to digging, and the entire wall behind there is diamonds. So if he had just kept going, he would have got his reward, but he gave up 2 seconds before the miracle happened. Did you know that the mile that most people quit a marathon is mile 25? Not mile 1, not mile 20. Mile 25 is when most people give up when running a marathon. And I would say it's the same for coaching. Most people give up right before the breakthrough, right before the dam's about to break, right before all of that compound effect is about to come to fruition, and then they say it's not their thing, or it's too hard, or no one wanted to sign up, or I couldn't find working coaches, or my upline didn't help me, or my team wasn't supportive. I could say all of those things, but nothing has stopped me from keep going, because my vision, my why, is worth more than any of that. is worth more than any of that. And I hope that yours is too. Whether you have grand plans and dreams and schemes, I hope that you just believe in yourself enough to keep going. And I hope every single person on this screen is at the Diamond Retreat, because you deserve to be there and we deserve to have this as a team. Okay, I know I went over 3 minutes. Yes, okay. All right, any